God! What are you doing?
I studied the designs for the cosmic treadmill and repurposed its engine to let me harness your connection to the Speed Force. I'm going to race into the Speed Force and steal it from you.
Bruce? Don't!
I'm going to save everyone together like you wanted. You're a good friend, Barry. I could always count on you. And your compassion.
Don't! Ah!
What we've become, it's given me hope that we can save this world. Even if it means the destruction of another.
Bruce, it's Barry! Stay away from him! Don't listen!
Who? What are you? Someone very much like you. I'm someone who lost their world simply because it was born down here. Down? Our worlds aren't meant to last. They are destined to die. It's a cruel law of nature in this place. You can feel it yourself, can't you? Your time is meant to end now. What if I told you there was a world far, far above us that was destined to live, though? I'm here to gather others like us. Others who can conquer that world to make a home for those who are orphaned by the darkness. Tell me more.
Barry, you were my hero, Barry. Why didn't you save me?
Ah!
Barry? What's wrong?
Nothing. It was just a nightmare. Sorry for waking you up.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, thanks. You can go back to sleep. You have work in the morning.
So do you. We work at the same place, remember?
Right, yeah. Alright, I'll try to fall asleep again too. On second thought, I'm going for a run. Don't wait up on me.
Okay.
You deserve better than this, Wally. I won't fail Max the same way that I failed you. That's a promise.
Barry?
Jay?
I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's always a pleasure to see you. What brings you here anyhow?
Well, I tried looking for you at Darwin's lab first.
Oh, I see. Yeah, a lot happened since we last saw each other.
Well, I suppose you can always catch up with me on the way.
Huh?
Sorry. I should have asked first, but I really need you to come with me.
Alright. But go with you where? What is this place?
This is the Council of Flashes. A place where Flashes all across the multiverse can collaborate and seek advice.
This is amazing. How many of you are there?
As of right now, there's 52 of us.
That's excluding the one of us that we lost. Lost? You mean...
Geez, Jay, you didn't even tell the kid why you brought him here?
We were in a bit of a hurry.
It's no issue. We can catch him up to speed ourselves.
Accelerated, man. You're here too?
Long time no see, Barry.
Let's get to the matter at hand, everyone. Pleasantries can be reserved for later.
Right. The reason I brought you here has to do with the member of the council who was found dead. Johnny Thunder, Flash of Earth 18. Johnny was found completely drained of his speed force, and we think that he's only the beginning.
We have reason to believe that the killer will go after you next, if they truly are going after us individually. What makes you think that? What would they possibly target me for?
Wow, you really don't go outside your shell much, do you?
What Fastback means to say is that our Earths aren't as far spread apart as you'd think.
Running diagnostics on the pattern of Earths and formulating a trail. The clear course is for you, Bartholomew Henry Allen.
Poor Johnny, he was just a pit stop along the way to you.
Slow and steady wins the race.
That one is a giant talking turtle.
He's very insensitive, but you'll get used to it.
It makes sense that an enemy who can travel between Earths would target someone from Earth Prime. I'm Earth Prime? Get off your high horse. Every Earth is full of a meaningful life.
Come on, he didn't mean it like that.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but how come you all didn't do something about the killer already? I mean, you're an entire team of Flashes. Us? Me? We? We're a bit preoccupied with our own problems.
There is a much greater threat on the horizon.
The killer comes from an obscure collection of negative Earths that were destined to be destroyed. They were Earths devoured by a powerful being, one that now has its attention redirected towards our positive Earths. The being, whatever it is following the killer.
Since the Council monitors these Earths, we consider the entity an anti-monitor in such regard.
The Council only wanted to warn you, Barry. But I brought you here in good confidence that you'd understand.
No, I get it. I appreciate the warning, and thank you for letting me in on all of this, Jay.
We'll keep you in the loop so long as you do the same.
Sounds good to me. I just have one question. What the hell is he doing here?
Oh, him? He's the most honorary Flash of us all.
Sure he is.
There you are. I didn't see you when I woke up and got worried when you weren't here at the precinct.
Sorry. I wound up running into Jay and guess I lost track of time.
Well, there's plenty to make up for. This is the next case that Fred wants you to run diagnostics on. Wait, did you say Jay? What did he want?
Nothing new. He was just warning me about another potential enemy.
He came all the way from Earth 2 just to warn you?
It's more of a multiversal threat, I guess. The kind that's killing Flashes of several Earths on their way to ours.
Oh my god, that's awful and terrifying.
Hey, I'll be fine. If Jay didn't think I could handle it alone, then he would have stuck around to help. Like I said, this is nothing new.
If you say so.
Look, out the window.
That looks like it's coming from the roof.
The signal thing is reserved for Gotham. Who are you and what are you doing in my city?
I come from worlds that are given a Red Death. So that's what I'll be to you. A Red Death.
That voice. Bruce? Bruce, if there's any part of you left inside that suit of armor, then you're still my friend. And if there's anything that I can count on, it's your compassion.
What did you just say? Go ahead. Run, Barry! Run! It won't save you.
What the... Bart?
Sorry I didn't write you letters, but it's pretty played out in the future.
Haha, I can't say I didn't miss your jokes.
I've missed you too, Gramps.
But wait, if you're here, then was Bruce really going to kill me back there?
Actually, I didn't come here because of my existence fading like last time. This time it was Jay that time leaped to fill me in on what the council had to say. Though, I would have probably come back in time to help you regardless, if he really did kill you, since I would have had to prevent it later instead of right now.
I hate time travel.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, that wasn't Earth's Batman.
I'm aware of that much. The council filled me in too. I just didn't really expect an evil Batman with access to the Speed Force.
I think that's why Jay came and got me. Batman wouldn't expect someone from the future, so I was able to catch him off guard.
It's a good idea, but that only works once.
Unless
what?
Unless we get help from another person that this Batman would least expect to show up.
Who'd you have in mind?
Himself.
Barry. And Bart, wasn't it? This is an unexpected visit.
When is it ever not?
Fair enough. What can I do for you?
So, hypothetically, how would you beat yourself?
Excuse me?
This might be hard to believe, but we're dealing with an evil version of you that has access to the Speed Force somehow.
Really?
I wouldn't come all the way from the future just to pull a prank. Well, maybe I would, but that's besides the point.
If you're up against an empowered version of myself, then you're going to have to find a way to prohibit that power. There's no other way to stop me in my tracks.
But how?
There's one of two ways. You either target the weaknesses you have knowledge of when it comes to the Speed Force, or you target my mentality.
Your mentality?
Remind me of the trauma with my parents. Just be very careful when you do. I'm dangerous when provoked.
Yeah, that's sort of the problem. What about fighting fire with fire? Can you lend us a hand?
I can be a distraction, but that's all I'll be good for. I'm not up to par for fighting anymore.
That'll be more than enough.
So, how are we going to find evil Batman?
He calls himself Red Death. I don't think that'll be a problem, considering he was the one who lured me out to begin with.
Then there's no time to lose. We should get over to Central City.
Right, I'll carry you.
You're not carrying me. I'll drive.
He'll carry you. It's faster.
Barry, don't! It seems as though this Earth's Batman has the same backup players hidden across different cities.
Oh, it certainly does make getting around a lot easier, doesn't it? We could also cut down on hotel costs without even using Trivago.
Where are the others?
Oh, don't concern yourself with what they're doing.
But you've been withholding information from me.
Of course. I'm deliberately only sharing half the plan with you. 'Cause you're really only half a Batman, aren't you?
I've got Barry under control.
Oh, maybe in that shiny red helmet of yours. But what of this Earth's Barry Allen? Killing him is the most important part.
I told you that you can entrust me to do it.
And you haven't done it. You only have until midnight now. After that, I'll be taking matters into my own hands.
I'm just as much a Dark Knight as the others. I could kill you before you let out the first syllable of a laugh.
Then why haven't you?
There's a time that you'd never work with someone like the Joker, even if it were yourself.
Shut up. He's right. You need to stay out of my head.
That's hard to do when we share it.
I said shut up!
Sure, Bruce. I just hope you don't hate being alone more than you hate me. How can you even eat at a time like this?
Hey, us speedsters have a high metabolism.
We need to be prepared.
Relax, Gramps. I'm prepared. First of all, there's no telling when Red Death is going to show up, and second of all, stakeouts are practically all about the snacks you get to have during the wait. What makes you so sure he'll come here anyways?
He tried signaling me from the roof the first time, and this is where Fiona is. Unless Red Death's version of me had better luck on his Earth, Fiona is really all I've got left anymore. He might wind up going after her to get to me.
I don't know. Wouldn't he have just gone after her to begin with?
You've got a point. This version of Bruce clearly knows my identity like our version, so he should also know about the ones I love. Why hasn't he tried using them against me?
You think there's still a bit of humanity left in him, don't you?
Part of me is hoping he doesn't come here. The signal was like a courtesy. He could have killed people. He could have caused havoc. He didn't, though. He just signaled me and fought one-on-one. Whatever his reasoning, he's still got lines he won't cross.
He's not like our Batman. You have to remember that. We can't underestimate him.
Yeah. Thanks, Bart.
There you are.
It's him!
Wait!
I warned my Earth's version of you. Don't act on impulse. I wonder if you heard that here before, or if you just simply don't pay attention.
Let him go!
Our parents must be proud of what you've become. What did you say? You heard me. Do you really think Mom and Dad would approve of what you're doing? Is this what Batman is supposed to stand for? You don't understand any more than they would. Understand what? That you become the very thing you swore to fight against? You're me. You should know that it takes a monster to kill a monster. Except, we're not supposed to kill. That's what separates us from them. This isn't about a young boy in an alleyway anymore. This involves the entire multiverse.
You won't shut me out anymore.
No, no!
You can run from them, but you can't run from me. What the hell just happened?
It looks like the helmet he was wearing kept his moral compass at bay. Without it, I don't think he'll be causing us any more trouble.
Sweet. A souvenir.
You mean he was sharing his mind with another version of me?
It looked that way.
Then, that must have been why he didn't go after Fiona. Somewhere deep inside him, my feelings contradicted his own.
You bring out the best in people, Barry. It's no different for any version of myself.
Well, in that case, what do you think is going to happen to him now?
Back so soon? Where is your helmet?
I lost it in the fight. I can get it back.
You failed again, haven't you?
He wasn't alone. If you shared your plan.
Oh, Barry. Always tried to get a quick peek at the plan.
What?
Don't worry. Oh, you've played your part well, traitor. You've given them hope. You've deluded them into thinking you're all they should worry about.
What are you talking about?
You were a distraction.
We buried Wally next to Iris. It only felt right.
If only I'd been there. Maybe I could have helped.
It's not your time, Bart. It was just his.
Still, if only I'd come sooner.
Well, it's not like I don't mind having you around, but then you would have been stuck here sooner.
You're serious about Darwin being gone too?
Yeah. Without him, the Cosmic Treadmill's maintenance is practically non-existent. I wouldn't know where to even begin when it comes to making a time sphere either.
I guess I really am trapped in this century then.
Hey, chin up. We'll get you back to your own timeline eventually. Besides, I could use the help. Without Wally around, things have been pretty hard to manage alone.
But it feels wrong. I don't want to replace him.
You won't be. You'll be doing him a favor. You'll be carrying out his legacy.
Are you sure?
Positive. I know that he would be proud to give you his title. Kid Flash.